welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. My name is Catherine, and this is your weekly reading for October 1st to October 8th for all signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to be looking into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Timestamps for each of the signs are going to be below in the description box. If you just wish to skip ahead, if you don't want to watch, either the intro or, if you just don't want to listen to all of the signs, that's fine. Also, links for all the cards that I'm using, as well as links for my website, my Facebook, and my Instagram are below in the description box. I do recommend that I put a link above. This is just going to be in regards to a quick format change that I've implemented. I do ask you to just watch that video really quick. And thank you so much to everybody. Have an amazing week. Take care. Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading for October 1st to October 8th. We're taking a look into the energies for the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I also do recommend taking a look into your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well. So I really do recommend, I am putting a link above, or there's a link in the intro, in regards to a message that I'm just getting out to everybody in regards to a quick schedule change. So from now on, Scorpios will be uploaded sometime on Tuesdays. And also, just for you all to know, I am going to be doing live on Saturday. So it's going to be 1 o'clock Mountain Time. I invite you all to join me. We're going to be focusing more on love and romance, but you are welcome to send me questions ahead of time. If for some reason you can't make it to live, of course there is going to be a replay. So, and that you'll be able to check out onto the channel at any time. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you all. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what's coming up for Scorpio for this upcoming week. We have the Knight of Cups in the mind space. Ooh, we've got Temperance for the body. And for spirit, we have the King of Swords. All right, this is really interesting energy, Scorpio. What I feel with that that King of Swords coming through, so there is an awareness, and I feel this is sort of going into a pattern of what you have been experiencing now for the last few weeks, possibly months, okay? That King of Swords, he talks about an awareness. So I really do feel when we have the swords coming in, for me, this is a very spiritual awareness. It may have been, you may not even recognize it as spirit, but I do feel that you're starting to listen to your inner self is what I'm getting. So the messages are coming through. There's an awareness. There's an opening. We have that Knight of Cups coming through. In the mind space, it feels like you might be wanting to make an offer. You may be wanting to make an offer towards somebody in particular. You may be wanting to just receive or allow yourself to give more love in some way. Now, this doesn't need to be towards a specific person. This can be related, to any aspect within your life, but it feels as though your heart energy is starting to open up. We have this Temperance card that's coming through, which really talks about allowing yourself to balance. Now, you're starting to become more balanced within your mind and your heart space, and you're getting that awareness coming through with that King of Swords. So for some of you, what I'm getting, if this is a romantic situation that you feel that this is relating to, I feel as though, now when that Temperance card comes through, this can talk about soul contracts, soul relationships, twin flames. It feels as though you're having an awareness, like for some of you, you may want to make that movement towards some sort of twin flame, soul partner, soul contract, some sort of person. You're wanting to create that balance. You're having that awareness coming through that this is something that you want, that you may have been resisting in the past. Maybe there was some sort of aspect of you, because again, that King of Swords, he does have that awareness, but he can also be fairly unemotional in some aspects. So what I'm getting here is, it feels as though Spirit is saying to me that you may have been blocking some of the energies toward this relationship in some manner. All right. You may have been even looking at it sort of in an emotional way. You may have been sort of putting a block up for whatever particular reason, but it feels as though now you're allowing yourself to open up to it. You're allowing yourself to want to present perhaps an offer towards somebody, or perhaps maybe you're waiting for an offer from somebody. Okay. This could be either way. Again, that temperance coming through. It's a balancing of energies. It's a it's a flow. She's when you take a look at her, okay, she's mixing those energies perfectly, okay, from mind, body, spirit. She's blending it all together, and that represents that twin flame or that soul contract type of relationship. For some of you that aren't, this isn't relating to a relationship in some way, it feels as though there's a better balance coming towards you within your life. Again, you may be wanting to open your heart energy. You may be looking at things in a different manner, in a more loving manner. You may even want to present more love towards people within your life. This even could be more love towards yourself, wanting to balance that energies. And again, I do feel like Spirit has been coming in to assist you with this, on this journey is what I'm getting. You're listening. You're allowing yourself to open up now. All right. I feel like for some of you, you may have gone through a sort of a difficult period in the last little while. And it's like you're coming into a place where you're starting to not focus so much on the difficulties that you were facing or the difficulties that you were going through, but you're now allowing the universe, the energies within yourself, and working with the universe, because we do have Spirit coming through here with that awareness. You're allowing yourself to now balance, okay? You're allowing yourself to flow, especially with that Temperance card. So let's see what's coming through in regards to some clarification cards. And see what Spirit has to say. And I'm hearing one more. All right. Let's see if we can put these up so they'll stay. All right. Clarification. Navigating the stars. Follow your bliss. So this card actually has to do with Aquarius. This could have to do with Aquarius suns. It could have to do with Aquarius moons. But when that star card comes through, so when that star card comes through, this is about hope. It's about following your bliss. What I'm getting here, especially under that Knight of Cups, it feels as though, again, following your heart. Whether this has to do towards a particular person, whether it has to do towards a particular project, career, whatever aspect it is within your life, you're now following it. This even could be just following your own happiness in whatever aspect, allowing yourself to go with the flow and seeing where it leads you. But I do feel that for some of you, this is sort of your letting go, perhaps maybe letting go of karmic relationships. Maybe you're letting go of something that was holding you back in some way, and you're now wanting to move forward towards that bliss, towards perhaps that twin flame, perhaps, towards that soul contract that you've been feeling for a while now. You're now ready to follow your bliss. We also have Journey into Moonlight, Believe in Magic. Here's the interesting thing, because I feel like for some of you, there may have been a fear. There may have been some sort of fear holding you back. Maybe this was self-doubt, an issue with self-assurance, some sort of self-esteem. But what I'm getting now, and especially again with this King of Swords coming through, you're having the awareness that you can actually make what you want to come true. Okay, there's nothing to be scared of, be afraid of. There's nothing to have fear over. It's now time to believe in that magic, to follow that bliss towards what it is that your heart is desiring. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Remember how I talked about karmic relationships? This could even be karmic patterns. I do feel that for some of you, you're crossing over from one particular situation into another. This could have to do with relationships. Again, it could be whatever aspect it is within your life. It could even be a mindset, but you're now letting things go. You're allowing healing to happen. And it's not like you're leaving something in a negative way. I feel that as you're making that move over, like you're crossing the bridge from one thing to the next, you're allowing, as much healing towards whatever it is that you're walking away from. It's like you're sending love to it. You're sending healing to it. It's mending. And here's the thing. It's not I'm hearing from Spirit to let you know that it is not in your responsibility how somebody else takes a sense of healing or mending that you're sending to them. You can only do what it is that you can do. Again, have that awareness that you're heading towards what is making you happy. But I do feel there needs to be a sense of honesty that comes through here. Again, healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Okay. And the best way to release is through honesty, through following our heart, through following our bliss. Believe in that magic. Okay. You can only do so much is what I'm hearing. And it's up to the other person as to how they take something. But it is time for you to start following your own magic is what I'm hearing. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. And it's interesting because we have the pouring, we have the flowing. She's pouring from one cup to the other. Things are starting to flow to you now, and you have to allow it. And I do feel that for some of you, there is a karmic situation. Again, this could be a pattern. It could be a person. It could be some sort of cycle that you've repeated in the past that you're starting to close off. Okay. And which is going to allow that abundance to start coming through. I feel that for some of you, there's a sense of responsibility because that King of Swords can be, he can be very responsible. He's a very responsible king. What I'm hearing here also that for some of you, you might be letting go of responsibilities that aren't truly yours. Okay. They may have been things that you hung on to. Maybe it was things that people made you feel guilty about. Maybe you originally had a feeling that you needed to be responsible in some way. It's now time to let that go as well. And again, cross that bridge over into your own bliss, your own happiness. Okay. We have watching clouds. Lay back, rest, and relax. I do feel that for some of you, there has been, I'm hearing that there's been a sense of trying to make things work. It's almost like trying to control situations in some way. What I'm hearing from Spirit is it's now time to let them guide you. Instead of trying to control a particular situation, it's time to lay back, rest, relax, and let Spirit again flow to you. We have a lot of flowing in here, watching the clouds. We have, this pouring, right? We have this flowing. Allow things to flow to you is what I'm hearing, rather than trying to control a situation or trying to make something work. If something's not working, it's just not working, right? At the same degree, laying back, relax. And it doesn't mean being lazy. It's not saying that, but it's allowing rather than trying to control. This is allowing that flow to happen. We have first light, beginning a new cycle. Yeah, that's exactly what I felt. It's beginning a new cycle. You're ending something. This is the World card. So this would be like the World card in traditional tarot. That's the way I look at it. You're now ending a cycle. You may be ending, again, a karmic cycle of some sort, whether this is a partner, a karmic partner that you're, walking away from or closing that chapter with. This could be a pattern, maybe a behavior, maybe a mindset, however it is, whatever it resonates with you, where it is that you want to go. You know what it is that is going to be your bliss. Okay, what is your magic? Yeah, and it feels as though it's now time to close this cycle. It's time to begin a new cycle. Close off one, move towards another. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Yeah. And here's the thing. Again, I feel like, with that sense of control coming through that we had in here, lay back, rest, and relax. I do feel that for some of you, I feel... Okay, what I'm getting here is there needs to be a sense of stating what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, whether this is to a particular person or whether this is to the universe in general. Maybe it's to your higher self. But what I'm getting here is there isn't really particularly a need to push. Okay. And when I say push, it's sort of, let's say you're walking away from somebody. Okay, let's say you're ending a karmic cycle and they're in this place where they're not really ready to let that end, or they're not really ready to let that go. Basically, all you can do is, instead of, coming at it aggressively or behaving in a way that is going to be harmful in the end, burning a bridge in some manner, what I'm getting is there needs to be a healing, there needs to be a mending, a breakthrough. And sometimes what we need to do is state what it is that we need, state what it is that we want, state what it is that we desire, and allow ourselves, allow the universe to take care of it. Work in a place of honesty, work in a place of being open with your heart, allowing things to flow. But I do feel a breakthrough coming through. It's like he's breaking this trail. He's allowing himself to dig and move himself forward. He's allowing himself to walk away from things that are no longer serving him. He's ending cycles to begin a new cycle, perhaps a new chapter, whether this is with somebody or whether this is just, again, a mindset moving you forward in some way. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. This is an amazing and beautiful card. I get that with that King of Swords, that awareness, that temperance coming through with the balance, the flowing. It's almost as though I'm really hearing the word honesty. There needs to be an honesty towards moving forward, whether this is who it is that you want to move towards or what it is that you want to move towards. I feel an honesty with yourself. I feel an honesty with who or what you're going to be ending a cycle with in some manner. But what I'm also getting here is that you need to allow the blessings to come through. I feel like these blessings have been wanting to come through for a while. This could be weeks, months, even perhaps years. They've been waiting. They've been waiting to show themselves to you. And now that you're following your true bliss, now that you're following your journey, you believing in that magic, that you can finally start making something come through, or something come true, something come to that realization within yourself, bringing that bliss towards you. Blessings are now being allowed to shower you. Okay. It's, blessings are always there, but we have to allow them. We have to have that awareness. We have to be able to hear what our higher self is asking us to do. Sometimes we hear it, but we brush it off because we may not be ready to end a cycle of some sort. We may not be ready to cross that bridge in some manner. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is now is the time. It's almost as though a portal is open for you, allowing you to walk through, and this is the time to do it. And we have cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Amazing. So again, I do feel that, again, take it as it resonates, but what I'm getting here is it is time. It's time to cleanse out things, cleanse out patterns, cleanse out people, cleanse out cycles that are just not benefiting you at this time. It's time to move forward. It is time to receive that bliss that has been waiting for you and has been wanting to come forward to you for quite a while now. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's coming forward. Those are amazing cards, Scorpio. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful energy. But again, you have to be the one to allow it, right? You have to be the one to end what is no longer necessary or what is no longer needed for you. All right, let's see what's coming through for relationships for Scorpio, October 1st to 8th. First card through. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Amazing. Yeah, I do feel that again. Remember how we talked about pushing, and I don't feel for some of you that there was pushing towards particularly a relationship. What I'm getting here is that sometimes we try to control things. Okay, we might be hanging on to karmic partners. for a particular reason. We might be hanging on to things again that aren't serving us for a particular reason. What I'm getting here is, again, now is the time, but I'm also getting here that divine timing for some of you, especially if you've been waiting for somebody to come forward. Perhaps there's a person of interest, whatever it is. I do feel, though, that divine timing is at play. You may have to wait a little bit. Maybe it's time to open up for those blessings, and that might be what they're asking you to do. I'm also feeling here, though, for some of you, that there may have been journeys that you both needed to go through. Maybe there was a separation of some sort with you, and again, what I kept feeling was that, that soulmate, that twin flame. Okay, it might, again, for some of you, might have left a karmic partner, or maybe there's somebody that is leaving a karmic partner in some manner. But what I'm getting here is that whatever struggles you both have gone through, this was worth waiting for. For those of you in relationships, it could also be saying this was a relationship worth waiting for. You may have gone through struggles in the past, okay? Only you know how to take this. Okay, it even could be the fact that, maybe it's time to leave a karmic partner, right? And go towards what it is that you truly desire. But again, divine timing is at play here. So what I'm getting from the universe is now is the time. It's time to start making those moves towards ending old cycles. Okay, whether this is for you or for someone else. Release your ex. The time has come to clear the energy. So whether this is a karmic partner that you're involved with at the moment, or maybe this is energy from your exes. This could be past husbands, past wives, past partners in some other sense. I do feel that some of that energy again was needed to work its way through. It needed to be released. There needed to be closing cycles that were necessary in order to bring another relationship through, or to enhance the relationship you're currently in. Again, take it as it resonates with you, but whatever it was worth waiting for. But there needed to be some release, or there needs to be some release. So whether it's that you're maybe waiting for the right time to release a karmic partner, or maybe it's the time to release old patterns, whatever it is, it's time now to do so. The time has come to clear your energy. And remember that we also had that clearing that came through in here, those cleansing waters that were coming through, right? It's time now to begin a new cycle. It's time. Okay? So that's what it's telling you. And let's pull up one more. Yeah. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Here's the interesting thing. When we are staying within karmic cycles, okay, and I keep feeling karmic for some reason. And again, it may not resonate with everyone. That's okay. But when we are staying in karmic cycles, when we're staying in patterns that are not necessary for us, that they're no longer needed, the time is done. If you're in a relationship that's just in a place where there's, it's over, but you're not making those moves towards truly ending it. Or maybe, again, this could be a pattern within your life energy, okay? Things that you've hung on to. What I'm getting here is that when you love yourself first, when you allow yourself to go towards your bliss, that actually brings in those blessings, okay? Loving yourself first, your self-respect. When we're hanging on to things that are no longer serving us, it lowers our self-respect for ourselves, okay? This isn't a matter of what does this person think of me, or what does this person think of me, or whatever. It's what do you think of yourself? Why are you hanging on to things that are no longer serving you? Again, whether this is a person, a mindset, a pattern, however it is, what is it that you can release in order to increase your own self-respect for you? Because once you do that, that's where we unblock something. We unblock that clog and allow waters to really start flowing. It's like when we're not happy with ourselves, when we allow ourselves to release stuff, but when we're hanging on to old energy, there is that law of attraction that comes through, and it really holds us back. It's like putting a dam in the middle of a stream, right? We're not allowing the stream to really flow. And I feel like for some of you, removing that dam, no matter how it is, again, a person, place, thing, mindset, whatever it is, once you remove that, you're allowing those waters to flow through. You're allowing your own energy to flow. You're allowing, you look more attractive, but you also feel better for yourself because you're not hanging on to things that aren't serving you anymore. You're letting them go. And through that process, and again, release the ex, whether this is a current ex or whether it's going to be about to be current ex, take that as it resonates. But I do feel that, this was a necessary process in order to bring you to whatever it was, that divine timing. Okay. There may have been things that you needed to release, things that you needed to come to terms with, things that you needed to look at. And in order to make possibly a new relationship what it is that you've been truly desiring. Sometimes we're not seeing, what is that expression? We're not seeing the sky for the clouds, right? If the clouds are in the way, yeah, we're not seeing things as clear as we really should be, right? So let's get some clarification and see what's coming through. I'm having some trouble shuffling these. Just give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Right? Release that X. Sometimes we're with a karmic partner. This is what I'm hearing. Sometimes we're with a karmic partner. Maybe we're hanging on to a karmic partner, or we could be hanging on to the memory of exes for some reason. Again, basically, it's things that are replaying in our head. It's going over and over and over events, maybe either kicking ourselves or, perhaps putting some sort of blame on other people. But what I'm getting here, it is truly time to release that. It is outdated. It is time to let it go. It is time to truly, just send it to the universe. Let it be transmuted, by God to bring you something else, something that is better, something that, again, mindset, person, place, thing, whatever it is. What I'm getting here is it's going to allow you to open up, to move that dam, to remove that clog, to allow yourself the relationship that you're truly desiring, whether this is within a current relationship or whether this is a past relationship or whether this is somebody that you want to let go of in order to move to a new relationship. Okay. We also have date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan, set a date. I feel like, again, going back to that karmic relationship, it doesn't feel like, for some of you it may be new, but what I'm getting here is this also could be a new beginning towards perhaps a relationship that you've been wanting to go after or seek, or maybe it's been sitting there waiting for you. Again, worth waiting for. This is what I'm getting. I do feel that it is time for you to perhaps reach out to this person, maybe ask them out, ask them for a dinner. Maybe they're going to be coming to you. But again, open up that energy. Allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. This is what I'm, and for those of you that are in relationships, maybe it's time, if you're in a happy relationship, this also could be just saying, hey, maybe it's time to just get out and do something, for the two of you, take it as it really, resonates with you. But what I'm really getting here is it is time, again, release and head toward that thing that is going to give you that bliss, something that is going to allow, yourself to move forward, something that is going to allow yourself to have that happiness that you've been seeking and desiring. All right. And let's take a look at one more. Lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. You know, that's pretty clear. Again, I feel like there needs to be some sort of transformation coming through. I feel that this transformation is more within yourself, and again, perhaps somebody else, perhaps somebody new, but or it could be a change within yourself, but there is going to be, again, that King of Swords energy that we had come through. This is like the awareness, but when this lightning comes through, this is very much a tower energy. So you know, for some of you, there could be that epiphany. It could be just coming through and like, oh my gosh, why didn't I see this before? Why didn't I feel this before? This is what I need to do. Or maybe perhaps once you release something, that's when you're really starting to see, like I said, you know, the clouds opening up and actually seeing the sky. This is what it feels like, but I do feel that there needs to be some sort of release. There needs to be some sort of following your bliss, following your heart, following what it is that you truly desire at this time. And that's when things are really going to start opening up. That's when you're really not only going to love yourself, but you're going to allow an energy of love from others to come closer to you. You're going to allow yourself to truly feel them, and you're going to want to express them. All of this, whatever you have gone through in the past little while, all of this was worth waiting for. Okay? So let's take a look at a closing message from the universe and see what's coming through. This is a truly beautiful reading, Scorpio. What I'm getting, though, is that you need to take take some time. Truly allow yourself to go in instead of, I feel like for some of you, you put things off. It's like, yeah, I'll think about that later. You know, I don't need to think about this right now. I've got other things to think about. Perhaps I'm going to cloud my head, you know, with all these other thoughts that I think that I need to take care of instead of actually taking care of what's right in front of me at this time. And that's what I keep getting as well. So it feels as though the universe is sort of, you know, knocking and saying, look, it is time. It is time. And especially if you really truly want to move forward in some aspect, whether this is, again, relationship, career, you know, a mindset, perhaps just a personal accomplishment of some sort. I feel like this is a time to really start taking notice of what it is that is no longer necessary for you, whether this is a person, place, or thing. And I do feel that for some of you, you may be being held back by current relationships, or this could be being held back by past relationships. And sometimes even past relationships bring us into a current relationship because of old patterns, okay? But I do feel that it is time to, in some way or another, to move forward, to cross that bridge over into what is truly making you happy. Ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say that now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Yeah, you know, a lot of times we do get caught up in the how do I do this, but again, I had that King of Swords coming through. For me, that feels like a spiritual awareness of some sort. So if you do feel a little bit stuck, ask the angels for help, ask your higher self for help. Allow it to come through, okay? And again, remember we had that sit back, relax, take a break. That's listening to the messages. It doesn't mean, you know, again, to be lazy or just to not do anything. It's actually listening. It's taking time instead of putting thoughts that are clouding your path forward. Clear off those, you know, clear it off and allow these new thoughts to come through. Because of that, a lot of times angels either put people into our place or they'll clear off a path and allow our mind to be clear. We'll hear the messages in some way, and it could even just be signs that are coming through for us. We have healing. Now is the time to give, for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And remember, we had that healing, mending with that crossing the bridge. Healing and mending. Now is the time to heal what it is that you need to heal in order to move forward. And we have transformation. And it's funny because transformation, this would be actually the death card, you know, in tarot, which is the Scorpio, right? And it says the fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. That's really the whole reading. You know, this card is signifying everything that had just come through for you. It is time to transform. It's time to release old patterns, perhaps people, perhaps whatever it is that is no longer serving you. It is time for you to transform and follow your bliss now. It is time for you to let go of old patterns and, again, people, whatever it is that's holding you back. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to receive what it is that you are to receive for the highest good for all. Okay, so I truly hope that that's helped, Scorpio. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel. And hopefully we will see you Saturday for the live. Thank you so much and have an amazing week. Take care. Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for October 1st to October 8th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. However, I do recommend that you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. So in my intro, I actually posted a link in regards to updates, just so, because there is going to be a schedule change. So on Tuesdays is going to be the energy for all the water signs, so Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And on Saturdays, we're going to be doing a live reading. So I'm so excited about this. So make sure you tune in on Saturday. It's going to be at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. And if there is a question that you do want answered on the air, you can either tune into the broadcast or you can send a message ahead of time to my inbox, either on Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or, you know, even possibly my website if you wish. And these cards are turning themselves over. And there is always still going to be the replay, which will be up on YouTube as well. So let's take a look and see what is coming through for Pisces at this time. Oh, look at that. These cards are wanting to jump away from me today. All right. Pisces, for the mind, we have the Knight of Wands. For the body, we have the King of Pentacles. And for spirit, we have the Knight of Swords. All right, so I feel for you, Pisces, that in your headspace, in your mind, okay, this is internal, we have that Knight of Wands. It feels as though you're wanting to have a sense of a stronger passion towards something. This even could be you thinking about how to create some sort of sense of passion. It feels like a moving forward in some way towards something that is bringing you a sense of passion. This could be a relationship. It could be just within yourself, allowing yourself to feel freer, to feel passion within a new venture. It could be something within yourself that you're just wanting to bring a sense of, I feel like, satisfaction with. Okay. We also have that King of Pentacles in the body. So what I'm getting here is that for some of you, you know what I'm getting? I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces. This is what's really coming through when I'm looking at all three. So first of all, we got 3 court cards. Okay, so these could relate to people. That King of Pentacles coming through could be a earth sign. This could relate to Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. We also have that Knight of Wands. But I'm feeling the Knight of Wands has more to do with a possible passion of some sort, as opposed to a fire sign, although it could relate to a fire sign, which could be, you know, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Then we've got this Knight of Swords coming through. This is an air sign. But what I'm really getting here with that Knight of Swords, it feels as though you want things to move in a faster pattern towards a particular goal. But that King of Pentacles is also, I feel like within your mind and your body, there's a little bit of unbalance. is what I'm really getting. Okay, it's like your body, or externally, you know that there is a sense of having to have some patience. That King of Pentacles, he can be very patient, he can be very solid. We've got this Knight of Wands who has a sense of passion. I feel also for some of you, you may be thinking that there is the Knight of Wands can be a bit of a, he's not most stable. He's not the most stable of the knights. He's not the most stable of the court cards, okay? So this could relate to a person. It could relate to yourself. It could relate to, external circumstances around you at this time. But I'm feeling here that there is a wanting to move forward towards something quickly. Okay, but that's not going to be the most stable energy. It's almost as though with that King of Pentacles coming through, what I'm feeling here is that within yourself, you know that things need to take their time in order to build that success. That King of Pentacles, he's very successful, okay? But he reached his level of success through patience, through hard work, through steady accomplishments, taking one step at a time, all right? He's sitting here and he's in a place because he's gone through all kinds of, I want to say crap, okay? So when he's reached this phase, it's little things that don't bother him anymore. He understands how the universe works, okay? He understands that law of attraction. He understands that things take time and they take patience. But that Knight of Wands, it's a very unstable energy, and it feels as though even though you understand this concept, there is a part of you that is wanting to move things forward in a manner that is not going to be the most beneficial at this time, especially with this Knight of Swords coming through. And this is coming through with Spirit, and Spirit is kind of saying, look, I know you want to charge forward, but there has to be a steady energy within this. There needs to be things that have to be cut away first, and especially with that Knight of Swords, because he cuts away things that are no longer necessary. He charges forward. Okay. And whenever I think of the Knight of Swords, he's sort of that knight on that horse that's taking his sword. He's charging forward, but he's also, lopping off things to the sides of him that are no longer necessary. If somebody tries to hang, onto him or to his horse coming at the side, he can lop that off. And that's what I'm feeling needs to happen for you at this time. Okay. So it's an unbalanced energy is what I'm getting, but unconsciously or subconsciously underneath, you know exactly what it is that you need to do. You know what you need to release, but there's a bit of stubbornness in here. That Knight of Swords can also be very stubborn, and it's almost like you're saying to yourself, look, I want to charge ahead. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to go for. And I'm getting really upset because things aren't working out exactly the way that I want them to work out, especially with this Knight of Wands coming through, because that can be a bit, like I said, it's an unstable energy. When that Knight of Wands comes through, yes, it talks about passion. Yes, it talks about going for what it is that you love. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do so, but I do feel there needs to be a steady balance, like this this King of Pentacles that is coming through, because he's very stable. He's very grounded. He's very centered energy. And it's like subconsciously you know this, but there's a part of you that is ignoring that energy, and you're looking at externally at maybe perhaps thinking that somebody is being a player, or maybe it's yourself, or again, this could be even with career. Maybe there's a career that you're trying to head towards, but there's an unstable energy. It's almost like that Knight of Wands can be a little immature. Okay, and I'm not calling you immature. What I'm basically saying is the energy around that Knight of Wands. He's sort of the one that wants to be the king, but yet he hasn't learned that sense of balance yet. He hasn't really established that grounded energy at this time towards what it is. So whatever is popping through your head at this moment that you're trying to head towards, this is what I'm getting. It feels like you're just wanting to charge ahead instead of recognizing the fact that things sometimes take time. There needs to be a grounded energy towards heading towards what it is that you're desiring at this moment. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that there needs to be a different approach, and I feel like that different approach needs to be within you. Okay? So let's get some clarification cards and see what is coming through. Because I do feel, especially with that king, it feels as though whatever it is that you're desiring or heading towards, the goal is there. You can reach that goal. But you have to change the energy that is around you or within you, okay? Instead of just charging ahead. Again, I'm kind of feeling like instead of taking a look at just the external circumstances, and maybe you're seeing the external circumstances in a way that isn't making you happy. Okay, but I do feel that there's a need for that energy at that time. It's basically saying things aren't completely coming together because other things need to be cut away. There needs to be either behaviors or patterns, or maybe this is within another person, but there needs to be some sort of sense of maturity within the element of what it is that you're desiring at this moment. It needs to kind of come together in a way that is more on the natural side instead of trying to push something that's not quite ready or not quite yet developed. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna relate it like this. If you were to bake bread, for instance, and you have all the ingredients, and you throw all the ingredients together and you throw it into the oven, and you decide to pull that bread out before it's cooked, you're really just getting raw dough. Right? It's not cooked. It's not ready. So now you're just being impatient is what is the energy that I'm getting from here. You're being impatient because you really need to let that bread cook to its full capacity. You need to put it on for the correct time. You need to put it on to the correct, baking time. It needs to sit in the oven for a certain amount of time before it's quite ready to be pulled out. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to pull something out. You're trying to push it. You're trying to cut through the necessary steps in order to make this, in order to make the bread, edible. Is what I'm receiving here. So I hope that makes sense, because I do feel with that King of Pentacles, there is that opportunity for this wish or this desire or whatever, this goal that you're trying to reach, to develop. But you have to stop the external or possibly the internal things that are making it not as stable and not as grounded as it should be at this time. Okay. Crossing bridges. Yeah, it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So again, going into that Knight of Swords coming through here, this is what I'm getting. It's time to cut things away that aren't necessary, whether this is within you, whether this is people around you, maybe this is, external or internal circumstances, only you really know, but it's time to heal. Okay, it's time to connect possibly with your higher self. Connect with the grounded energy that is trying to come through. It's trying to help you release. It's trying to help you heal. It's trying to help you mend. It is time to allow this to happen in order to reach this desired goal. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Yeah, like I said, whether it's to the guides, your angels, whether it's to your higher self, I feel like the information is there for you. You have all the tools that are needed and necessary for you at this time. But you're the one that has to connect with them. You have to allow that opening to come through. We have begin now. Take your first step. I love this card. This is beautiful because it's like showing a journey. It's time to start a new journey, and it doesn't mean to let go of what it was that you were desiring. What it's saying now is it's the time to begin a new approach towards what it is that you're heading towards. Okay? Begin now. It doesn't matter what you did in the past. It doesn't matter what the circumstances were from the past. Okay? Time to begin now. Time to begin now to start healing, mending, going towards what it is, opening up to your spiritual self, your higher self. Listen. It's time to listen is what I'm also receiving here. And we have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. And again, I did feel that. I feel like you're trying to push something that is not, it's not quite ready yet. Okay, it's not quite ready yet. And it doesn't mean to not work towards your goal. Of course you're going to. But part of that working towards the goal is releasing things that are no longer needed for you. Releasing mindsets, releasing thoughts, releasing old patterns, releasing whatever it is that is holding you back. It's time to let it go. But you're where you are right now because it is exactly where you need to be, because this is the time to do so. It's time to begin this new journey. Take that first step. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So if you're in a place, again, like, as far as pushing things or trying to create things before that they're ready to come through, we're really not enjoying what we have right now. Okay? We're not expressing gratitude and joy for the immediate moment. And sometimes when we have that gratitude, when we have that, even that grace toward what it is that we have within our lives that we truly should be, feeling blessed for, right? That's when things really start opening up. Once we show that gratitude and say, look, you know what? I might not be exactly where it is that I want to be, but I understand that I'm where I need to be. Thank you for that. Thank you for showing me this journey. Thank you for all of the blessings that I have at this current moment, because that is going to start opening up to things. If we're sitting in a place where we're feeling like, well, this isn't happening and woe is me, and, like looking at it from a negative point of view, we're really just bringing more negativity to ourselves. And this is what I'm getting, is that we need to be grateful and show that gratitude towards everything that, the gods and universe have given to us at this moment, right? It's time to begin, time to take that first step towards a new adventure, towards a new journey. Look at this, rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. You have lots to be grateful for. Even if it's not exactly what it is that you're desiring at this moment, there's still so much to be, grateful for with these blessings, right? And I feel like the more that we have that gratitude, the more the blessings are going to come. That's when this energy starts to change into something more stable, because right now we're looking at it from a place of fear and anxiety and, hopelessness or whatever it is. And you need to change that energy. Be grateful for what it is you have now in order to bring new and many more blessings towards you. Change that energy. Allow it to be grounded. Allow it to be stable. Valiant courage. Take action with passion. I love this. Look at that. That's that Knight of Wands. We have that Knight of Wands coming through. Take action, but with passion. Not with a sense of fear. Not with a sense of, if I don't have this now, I'm never going to get it. Okay. When we move ahead with that valiant passion, as opposed to, a passion of feeling out of desperation, that's a different energy. A valiant passion is doing something because you love it. You're loving either a person, you're loving either, a career, whatever it is. Maybe it's just a new you, again, taking a first step towards something, showing gratitude. When we put passion towards every day, every minute of that day, as much as we can, all right, we're showing gratitude and grace towards the universe for giving us what it is that we have currently at this moment. Watching the clouds, lay back, rest, and relax. Yeah, and again, see, I keep getting this rushed energy, right? Whereas if you look at this King of Pentacles, what is he? He's laying back, resting, and relaxing. He's done the work. And that doesn't mean, this came up actually for Scorpio too. It doesn't mean, to be lazy, all right? It's, again, just not pushing something that is not quite ready yet. It's allowing you to flow with the universe rather than pushing against the universe, all right? And last one that's coming through is the wise leader. You are a beacon for others. So I do feel that for some of you, you may have some spiritual gifts. You may even be psychic. You may even be intuitive. And I feel like this is actually what the first thing that's coming through. I feel like you can give very wise advice to others. You know the concept of what the next step is. And that's where I keep getting that King of Pentacles coming through. You understand the concept. You know within yourself what it is that you need, what it is that will bring you the success of what it is that you're desiring. But because there's fear and worry, you have these two energies that are trying to charge ahead, and they're trying to create something that's not quite ready yet. So it's time now to be the leader. Continue being a beacon for others, but at the same time, be that beacon for yourself as well. This is what is necessary. The advice that you give others, start taking towards yourself. All right? If you give advice on love or career, maybe you're the type of person a lot of friends come to because you're so grounded, or that you always have such good advice, or maybe perhaps you have this amazing insight. It is now time to start following the insight for yourself as well. Okay, so let's take a look at relationships and see what is coming through. I feel like things want to flow. Things are coming for you. All right. What you're desiring is about to be created, or it is on the path to being created. But again, trying to rush through. It's kind of like, let's say you're taking a walk through the woods, and you know where the end of the trail is. If you're just rushing through the woods, to get to the end of the trail, you're not enjoying the beauty of the journey. All right? So put it in that sense. You also have to enjoy the beauty of the journey. That's what I keep getting. All right. So for relationships, for Pisces, October 1st to the 8th, we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I do feel that this is reciprocated. For some of you, again, take it as it resonates with you. It can be friends, family, co-workers. But I do feel that there are very strong feelings, not only from yourself, but perhaps from somebody else. I feel that there's a reciprocation of feelings within some sort of relationship that you're desiring, or perhaps wanting to either create, or that these feelings, like the person, especially if you're single, maybe there is no person of interest. I do feel that putting out those feelings of what it is that you're desiring within a relationship will help draw that towards you faster. Forgiving and learning. Look at that. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And that's exactly what I kept feeling as well with our last round. I really felt like there needs to be, what it is that you need to do. There needs to be that grace and gratitude, okay? Through that, recognize the blessings that you already have in your life. Have that grounded energy of that King of Pentacles. There needs to be some grounded energy. There needs to be releasing, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, whatever it is. But that is what is going to bring about more love in your present situation. And look at that. We have honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So for some of you that may relate, especially if you're in a current relationship. But what I'm getting here is, again, we go back to that rest, relax. And let me just see if I can find that card. Rest, relax. Yeah, lie back, rest, and relax, like a honeymoon, okay? Lie back, rest, and relax. And what I'm getting here is it's time to, instead of pushing and trying to create something that's not quite ready yet, really put the feelings of what it is that you're desiring out there, especially when it comes to a relationship, whether it's a current relationship, past, or, person of interest, however it is. It feels as though, almost like, imagine yourself on that honeymoon. Go through those motions. Remember that our brain doesn't recognize when we're projecting, when we're envisioning, when we're manifesting, when we bring those feelings towards us without putting that negativity, okay? Because a lot of times what we'll do is we'll go, well, I did do that. I did manifest. I did sit there, and try to create this. And I'll ask people, I'll say, okay, but at the same time, what kind of conversation did you have? Well, in my head, I had a conversation with this person saying, how come you're doing this and how come you're doing that? And I'm like, well, you're just bringing more of that to you. Okay. It's really going into that place of manifestation is what I'm getting. Rest, relax, lay back. Time to imagine yourself in that relationship, that perfect relationship of what it is that you're desiring. What is it that you truly want? It's time to forgive. Okay? It's time to heal. It's time to balance yourself. Have that grounded energy in order, even go into those feelings, of those romantic feelings of because I do feel that they're there. I do feel that the person possibly that you're interested in, or again, even if you're in a current relationship and you're trying to make it better in some way, I feel that this can be created, but there is going to have to be a change within you at this time, because again, that energy is feeling very unstable and you have to ground that energy. So let's get a clarification card coming through. I feel like for some of you, going through this process could lead to a honeymoon. Okay, not this week, maybe, all right? Unless that resonates with some of you. But what I'm feeling here is it will lead to that long-term relationship that you're seeking, desiring, or possibly even in, to continue that relationship if you're already in one. It's bringing that relationship to that sense of that honeymoon, okay? Being in that long-term committed relationship that you may be seeking at this time. All right. All right, there you go, Pisces. If you were wondering if somebody, is possibly that twin flame, we got to remember too, we mirror our twin flames, okay? And it does say yin yang, zen, again, balance. Like you need to have that balance, union, duality, right? Coupling, complement each other. Remember though that we mirror our twin flames. So what it is that we're experiencing, what it is that we're putting out, if we're trying to rush something, instead of having that gratitude, instead of having that balance, instead of understanding that the universe is trying to bring this together for us, but it's time for us to sit back, relax, put those loving energies out, do the forgiving, do the gratitude that is necessary at this time. Your twin is going to feel that, or that soul connection. If you don't believe in twin flames, that's up to you. It doesn't matter what the name of this is, but it's basically that soul connection that you're seeking or desiring. They're going to feel that energy. They're going to feel what it is that you're putting out. They're going to absorb that, and they're going to reflect it back at you. And we have talking. Interesting conversation, more interested, conversing more, awaiting message arrives, text, call, email, and hovering. So for those of you that are maybe awaiting a text message, or maybe you haven't heard from your person for a while, I do feel there is going to be some sort of communication coming through. It may not be between the 1st and the 8th. However, I do feel that this person does want to come through, but I do also feel that your energy and what it is that you're putting out will help bring that will bring that message through sooner and faster. Okay. Last card, heart with a key. Look at this. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. What amazing energy. It's really just saying here, you know what? Calm down. Right? That's what I feel like with that last round that we had with mind, body, and spirit. I feel like the energy was saying, calm down. Like, Go into that place of being grounded. You know what it is that you're supposed to do. Allow this amazing and beautiful energy to come through, but stop pushing at it. Stop sitting there in a place that you're being unforgiving or looking at past mistakes or where things are now. Stop looking at the current 3D energy and start projecting into that future 5D energy. Okay, bring that 5D energy into your 3D realm. Live it, speak it. If you were with your person, is what I want to say. If you were with your person in when we go into that 5D realm, okay, and we feel loving, and we feel that we're opening our heart, and we feel that energy of unconditional love between ourselves and our person. It's beautiful, it's amazing. But then when we come down to our 3D self and we're like, well, they do this and they do that, and they're not this and they're not that, what do you think is really being projected out? It's not going to be the 5D realm. It is going to be that 3D realm, because that's what we're experiencing. Right? And so we have to change that. We have to allow ourselves to live in that place of gratitude from the future energy. I hope that makes sense. But it's like bringing the future into our present, okay? And allowing ourselves to stay within that energy. It's allowing ourselves to have that unconditional love, that gratitude, feeling those blessings that the universe wants to give us, but feeling them now, and allowing that energy to come forth in the manner that it's supposed to come through. All right. So I truly hope that has helped. And we're going to get a closing message from the universe. All right. Closing message from the universe for Pisces. All right. Closing message for Pisces. I feel like that card wants to come out, so we're going to take it. Look at this, magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Isn't that amazing? So what I'm getting here, obviously, is exactly what it says. It doesn't mean that everything is going to happen as you're exactly imagining it, okay, at the moment. But it is time to step forward bravely. Look at this, unknown territory. Exactly this. You are where exactly you need to be. And this card came through for you already. There's a magical gateway going forward. But it's going to also really benefit from what it is that you're projecting in this current energy now. All right, you can walk through, and if you think that magical gateway is going to be negative, or if it's going to be things that are going to be painful, or if they're going to be hurtful, well, that could be very much possibly what it is that you receive, and you don't want that. So start really projecting what it is that you're desiring and putting it out there now, and allowing the universe to make it come true. Look at this. Wish. Okay. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire, and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. Can't be any clearer than what I just said. That's exactly what I felt like. This is exactly what I was being told. And we have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within you, you will find the answers to your questions. All right. So when you go into a place of self-doubt, again, I feel this is very much like that King of Pentacles energy. When you go into that place of being grounded and being solid and just knowing, what it is already that you need to do, allow yourself to do it. Okay. Allow yourself to stand boldly in that sense of what it is that you already are knowing. Okay, I truly hope that that's helped, Pisces. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my video, and please subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you Saturday for our first live. And have an amazing week. Take care. Cancers, welcome to your weekly reading for October 1st to October 8th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and soul, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do recommend you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. So, at the beginning, in the intro of this video, I did put that I'm going to be changing my schedule a little bit. So on Tuesdays is when there's going to be the water signs. So that is going to be for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancers. But on Saturday, we're going to be doing a live. So I'm really excited about that. It is going to be mostly romance based. You can join in. We are going to be looking at the current energies of romantic relationships at this time. We're also going to be doing some question and answers. And if you can't join in live, but you would like a question answered, which you can watch the replay of, please by all means send me a message either through Instagram at Oracle Intuitions or on my Facebook page or even through my website. So let's take a look and see what's coming through. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles for the mind. For the body, we have the Two of Swords. And for spirit, we have the Hermit. Okay, so what I'm getting here, this is actually pretty clear. So really what it's saying is you may be at a place that you may be feeling is being stagnant, or there may be a stalled energy in some manner. What I'm getting from spirit, it is time to go internally, okay? It is time to allow. It's really interesting because when I look at that Hermit card, okay, he's showing step by step. He's not guiding your entire path at this moment. He's showing one step at a time, which is coming through also with this Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. The Knight of Pentacles takes each step, okay? There's progress. The progress is happening, but with each step, he's taking a very grounded approach to it. He's taking a slow and methodical approach to whatever it is that is having him in a place of stagnancy at this time. So this is what I'm getting. So I feel as though spirit is coming through and saying, look, we're helping you. We're showing you step by step, and you have to allow each step to come through. This is a time to really get into yourself, to really understand what it is that you're trying to create. Now, this could be a project. This could be a relationship. Take it as it resonates in whatever aspect it really, is being shown for you at this moment. But what I'm getting here is, instead of rushing, this is really a time to be in a place that you're making progress, but you're making steady, grounded, and progressive progress. Okay, even if it is a slow progress, that's not going to it's not going to, having a slow progress is going to be beneficial at this time, is what I'm trying to say. Instead of staying in a place of being stagnant, whether you are being stagnant or maybe you're in a place of just waiting to see exactly what happens, it feels like this is the time to start taking those steps towards it. But again, there's no need for a rush. There needs to be just this grounded energy that is coming through. So I feel like for most of you, you're feeling pretty solid. Okay, you're feeling pretty solid within yourself. There may be a sense of maybe things aren't going as quickly as you would like. Maybe there is a small sense of stagnancy within, the outer circumstances. But I do feel that that's necessary energy at this time. And each step, as I said, is going to not only be progressive, but it is going to be very grounded. It is going to bring you to what it is that you're reaching or trying to accomplish, but in a manner that is going to be the most successful. Okay, so let's get a some clarification cards and see what is coming through. This is actually really nice energy because I do feel that even though things aren't being rushed at this time, okay, and again, because we have that Two of Wands or that Two of Swords where we might be in a place of being or feeling stagnant, like things aren't moving as quickly as we would like, it is also saying though that it's going to be that this is a beneficial time for you. This is a time that's allowing you to really figure out your next steps, to really figure out where it is that you're trying to go, where it is that you're trying to create, what it is that you want to bring forth into this 3D realm. Okay. Clarification. So we've got vast vistas, expand your horizon. You know, I feel, again, this is almost like a Knight of Wands energy, expand your horizons. I do feel that there needs to be a sense of passion, and that might be what is missing here, okay, with this stagnant energy. Maybe this is the time to really look and see where your passions are, or what it is that, let's say you've got a particular project that you're working on. Where is the passion? Okay, what is it that you're really enjoying about it? And put some focus towards that. Allow each step to be joyful is what I'm also getting. Okay, allow each step to be joyful. Allow each step, instead of, there might even be things that you're, there might even be things that you feel are kind of a pain in the butt. And that might be putting you into a place of stagnancy. Okay, but again, with that Hermit and that Knight of Pentacles, it just feels like taking each step, one step at a time, will help accomplish your goals. I do feel that for some of you, this energy might also be helping you to expand your horizons in some other manner. So there might be things that you're learning through this process that are going to open up new doors, allow you to expand your horizons in some manner. Follow your bliss. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. I feel like your passion, like something to do with passion. It feels like this energy from here is going to allow you, because you're going into a place where you're really going inside of yourself with this Hermit card. You're being shown step by step. I feel as though this might bring something new and exciting towards you, something that may open doors where you're following your bliss. And traveling lightly, simplify your life. So for some of you, again, you might be, you know, that might be again why there's a stalled energy of some sort. Okay, with this Knight of Swords, there might be too much that is going on, and that's why I'm also feeling step by step. Okay, sometimes if we have a lot of burdens, or maybe there's a lot of things attached to a particular project, or maybe this is a relationship, or whatever it is, whatever aspect it is, again, I feel taking step by step is going to help. It's like simplify it. Okay, instead of taking on the whole burden of something, allow yourself to take it step by step, because that will, you know, help change the energy. But again, I feel like walking forward with passion, some sort of sense of passion, is going to bring about something new. I feel like this energy is leading to new doors, new horizons. It's allowing you to really open up to new, like, career adventures, possibly, maybe new relationships, maybe just, you know, expanding in some way. Taking shelter, the answers are within. This is like that Hermit card again, step by step, going inside of yourself. When we become overburdened with stuff, when we allow energies to start weighing us down, maybe because we're not enjoying a particular process, maybe we're not enjoying, you know, the energy of what it is that, you know, let's just say we have a big project, and for, you know, you enjoy 98% of it, but there's that 2% that you don't enjoy. That can actually feel like a burden, and it feels like going inside of yourself and getting over that hurdle for some of you is what is going to help expand your horizons. There's going to be this process is somehow necessary, but it's also going into yourself and figuring out, what is it that I truly desire? What is it that I truly want? Where is it that I truly want to go? And again, you know, having this Hermit card come through twice is really saying it's time to take that moment to yourself. Maybe take this week to yourself in some way, in whatever way you can. Okay, if you get a free moment, you know, even if you have a fairly busy life, go for a walk. You know, even if you take 5 or 10 minutes, go take a bath, go do something that is going to allow you that time to really think and look into yourself and go, what is it that I really enjoy? What is it that really makes me happy? What do I feel really excited about? Because that, through that process, is going to start opening up some doors for you. You are cherished by the angels. You're protected. So I do feel that for some of you, if there is a fear, okay, maybe there's a fear in something toward, towards heading towards something, or maybe there's, maybe for some of you, you don't feel like you're very protected. This is that confirmation from the angels saying that you are being protected, you are cherished, okay? Especially for some of you, if you're going through a sense of a hard time. This might not be a message for, well, okay, I was going to say this isn't going to be a message for everybody, but obviously it is. We're all protected by our angels, but this is that confirmation for those of you who need that extra reassurance at this moment, okay? And we have walk in beauty, wondrous universe. First thing I thought was some of you might be actually working in the beauty business, to be honest, or there might be some sort of sense of either you're working in the beauty business, maybe you work, you know, in some sort of field that has to do with film or photography or makeup or something. That was the first thing that came through. Again, you know, that's only going to resonate with some of you. But what I am receiving here is, I feel what I'm really getting here is this stagnancy, this Two of Swords. It almost feels like some of you, there is a lack of a confidence of some sort. And this might be what is keeping you stagnant. And again, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. But I do feel that there might be a special message coming through for some of you. I do feel that, you know, just to cherish who you are, cherish what it is that you have inside of you. Take those steps forward. Take those steps forward to release that inner beauty. Show others who it is that you are. Show yourself who it is that you are. Be strong. Take it step by step. There's no rush on this, but allowing yourself to really enjoy the energy of who you are is going to open up some doors for you. We have Ascending Mountain. Keep going forward. Yeah. Again, I feel like there's a stagnant energy around for some of you. It might feel like you're not moving forward. Maybe there's a sense of depression. Maybe there's a sense of not feeling like, you know, you're within your full strength at this moment. But again, I do feel like going inside, really looking into who it is that you are, what it is that you have to give to others, who it is that you have to give to yourself. Keep going forward, okay? I do feel new horizons opening up for you. And we have grounding. Yeah, go deep and explore your roots. Again, going back to that Knight of Pentacles, okay? A very grounded energy. And I do feel that for some of you, there might even be a sense that, you know, you get frustrated when things aren't going as quick as you would like them to go. But I do feel that this is a time for you to become grounded within yourself, within your own energy. Really look as to who it is that you are, what it is that you have to offer, okay? And last card coming through, we have the Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. Yeah, instead of rushing through, I feel that it's time to enjoy the journey, to take that time to enjoy life. Again, look at what it is that you have to offer. Look at what it is that people have offered to you. Are you in a place of feeling stagnant? Okay, it's time to start moving forward. Take it step by step. There's no rush in this. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy each step. Take a look at the beauty around you as you go. All right, there's new horizons coming. There's new things and new doors that are opening up for you, but there's no rush in this, is what I'm receiving. But staying stagnant to some degree and not moving forward is going to hold you back. It's time to release some burdens, okay? Whether it's simplifying your life through, some sense of cleansing, or whether it's just taking those small little baby steps forward, you're going to see how things are really starting to open up for you. Keep moving forward, okay, is what we're getting. Keep moving forward. Let's take a look into relationships for you at this moment and see what's coming through. All right. Relationships for Cancer for October 1st to the 8th. It just feels like for some of you, you're not taking the time to really plan the next step. It almost feels like there's something that's holding you back, that's not allowing you to move forward. And that's what you need to do. You need to start taking those steps and moving forward, releasing the burdens of whatever it is. Maybe, possibly, the reason that things are stalled is because it is time to take that hermit energy and really look inside of yourself. Okay? And again, enjoy the bliss. Enjoy, look towards what is bringing you a sense of passion. Allow those new doors to open up. All right. So we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. So there, for some of you, and again, this isn't going to resonate with everybody, you either may be married, okay, or for some of you, if you were wondering, or maybe this could involve a third party of some sort, we're going to get some clarification. We're going to see what else is coming through, but it also talks about religious factor. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. For some of you, I actually want to pull another one and see. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So for some of you, this could actually be talking about, if you're in a relationship. I do feel that for some of you, this could be this could be an amazing relationship, all right? This could be a relationship where it is asking you, really open up your heart to it, really receive that highest energy. Really look at, this might even be a spiritual relationship of some sort, okay? This could be that you're connected with your twin. It could be that you're connected with your soulmate. Maybe you're either in that relationship, or this relationship could be coming towards you. What I'm also receiving, though, for some of you is that there is a third-party relationship of some sort, and you might be feeling that within yourself, that this is not where it is that you're supposed to be, simply because of, again, when we talk about religious factors, this very much could be that your spiritual self is saying, look, you deserve better. It is safe for you to love. It is safe for you to open your heart and give and receive towards something that is going to be more beneficial for you at this time. So again, take that as it resonates, okay? Let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. I am getting here, I'm really getting just those two, to be honest. So this may not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. But what I am getting here is that for some of you, you are in a very spiritual relationship. You're in a very solid relationship. You may not be actually married, but maybe that is coming up into the future. Maybe that's something that you've already talked about. I am getting, though, for some of you, that there might be a third party coming, going on in here. Let's see what's coming through. And all right. Clarification. We got a hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and you're working on it. Okay, so I'm going to go with these two that we had just talked about. I do feel that for some of you, there may have been, your relationship may have been in a place of being a little stalled, okay? It may feel like this is, maybe you're repeating patterns. I am getting here, though, that it's time to open up your heart. It's not only time to receive energy, but also to give the energy. What it is that you want to receive, you have to also give. Okay, so that might be a message coming through for some of you. The other thing I'm receiving here is that this might be a repeated pattern. You may be in a place where you are repeating patterns of relationships, again, perhaps possibly with a third party, or some sort of, no, a third party doesn't need to be another person, okay? A third party could involve perhaps career, maybe somebody putting more energy towards their work, maybe somebody putting, more energy towards a particular project than they are the relationship. And I do feel that for some of you, this could be a repeated pattern. And it does bring a sense of sabotage to a relationship. What I'm feeling, though, is that for some of you, you're in a place where it might be, it's almost as though there's a sense of sabotage because you're a little scared of opening up your heart to fully receive and fully give love. So what happens is you either find a relationship that there could be, again, that third party sense, because it brings a sense of sabotage. It's not, you don't have to fully love if somebody's in a third party relationship, right? And again, this could be career, it could be, some other factor that's interfering. It doesn't need to be another person that's third party, but it almost feels like something is happening here that is bringing a sense of like a relationship. It's like you don't have to put everything into it. Okay, and that's what I keep getting, and it feels like you need to start putting things into it, like you need to open up your heart. You have to understand that it is safe for you to love, it's safe for you to receive love, it's safe for you to give love, to stop sabotaging a relationship, either stop seeking relationships that you know are going to go nowhere, or perhaps remove yourself from some sort of third party. And whether it's you bringing in that third party or whether it's another person, again, if you're in a relationship and you're constantly working, you're not really building on that relationship. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like there's something this could be you, it could be another person. It feels like it's time to open up and really enjoy what it is that you love. Again, go ahead with passion. We have the golden mirror. So self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So again, I feel like for some of you, and again, this isn't going to, relate to everybody. I feel like this is more specific messages towards something, or some, like towards, for some people, but in regards to something very specific. And it almost feels like it's time to take a look in the mirror. What is it that you're sabotaging? Are you sabotaging relationships around you for some reason? Is there a fear of intimacy, of a fear of authenticity for some of you? It's time to take a look in the mirror and see, who it really is. Maybe it's that hermit moment that are coming in. Right? Maybe it's time now to, take a look really deep inside of yourself and figure out what it is that you can release in order to allow yourself to love fully and receive that highest energy. And we have the palm tree. And it says stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, and flexibility. And I feel like doing that, okay, going into, again, looking into the mirror, seeing what it is that you have sabotaged, possibly in the past, maybe, perhaps even in the present. Is this What is it that you're not allowing yourself to have that stability with? Because I do feel like going through this process, going through those hermit moments, going into yourself, taking that time, enjoying the journey of what can open up, what horizons, what new possibilities can come through, whether this is in a current relationship or whether possibly this is in a relationship that you're seeking, in the future. But it feels like going through this process is going to bring about that sense of stability where you're in a place where you can now have that growth, that endurance that a relationship needs, that a relationship desires in order to become full and unconditional, and to really lead to a place of that satisfaction, not only for yourself but for that other person, to build a really true unconditional stable relationship, whether it's now or whether it's in the future. This is what I feel needs to happen, just to take a look inside and see where it is that you could possibly, or maybe what you're allowing, what is bringing about that sense of sabotage. Okay, so I truly hope that that's helped. We're going to get some closing messages from the universe and see what's coming through. And this is closing messages for Cancer at this time. I feel like this is really a week where you just need some time to yourself to really, really take a look at what the next step is. What is the next step that hermit is showing you? What is the next step that is going to bring you that bliss, that satisfaction, that stability, that sense of safety, that sense of being grounded? What is going to remove you from that place of being stagnant and not moving forward, okay, in whatever area it is at this point? All right. Yeah, wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. So for some of you, this might be a message in regards to winter. It also could be too is that when winter comes through, things are frozen. There's a stagnant energy, and I feel like moving forward again, taking it step by step, allowing that frost possibly around your heart, possibly around an idea or a project or a desire. Allow it to start melting. Do it step by step. For some of you, winter might be a timeline. Okay. But we've also got magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Yeah, it's time to move forward. Take it step by step. Again, I do feel like for some of you, you might be in a place of being stagnant. And it's time to start moving forward, even if it's just one step. As soon as we start taking that one step, another step in that path opens up. But if we're staying in a place of being frozen, okay, we're not moving anywhere. We have to start thawing. We have to start moving. We may not know exactly where it is that we want to go, but the universe will start showing us that path and allowing us to enjoy the journey of moving forward. And we have friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So this can be friendships that are around you. Maybe there's a possibility of making new friends. Maybe it's allowing people in your life to come closer to you. Maybe it's time to start allowing people to show you support. But at the same degree, remember that we also have to show support towards others. It's not just about receiving. It is also about giving. It's about that shared energy. It's safe for you to love. But that means that it's safe for you to give and to receive. And that's what we need to do. I do feel that for some of you, it might even just be developing a stronger relationship with your spiritual self, your higher self at this point. But again, it's time to unthaw. Okay, it is time to start taking those steps forward. It is time to start opening up, releasing that stagnant energy and taking those steps forward that are absolutely necessary at this point in order to achieve what it is that we're desiring, what it is that we want to create, or even just taking those steps forward and venturing into the unknown. We may not know exactly where it is that we're going, but unless we start taking those steps, we're not going to be going anywhere. So it's time just heading for that gateway. Okay, I truly hope that that has helped. And if this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share, and please subscribe to my channel. I truly hope I see you on Saturday. Have an amazing day. Many blessings.